Oh, okay. So honestly, I'm kind of shocked. I checked my channel today and um somebody subscribed. I don't know who you are or if you are even a person. It could literally just be like a bot or something. But yeah, I feel like this calls for a celebration. And I've seen some videos kind of pop up before that are like one subscriber special or like thanking all my one subscribers or like throwing a celebration party my for my one subscriber. So yeah, I guess I'm doing a similar thing now. Um, so yeah, thank you so much, whoever you are, or maybe. Um, I hope I don't disappoint you or anything. So I was thinking like what I could do for a one subscriber special, and I was leaning towards just playing like white knuckle and then just like talking and reflecting about my upload so far and like just a little bit about my year. But I felt like I already played enough white knuckle recently, so um I felt like the best way to celebrate so far would be to play a like visual novel slash read along game, because I'm pretty sure that's what the subscriber is looking for. Because I was looking at my channel analytics and it's like I got some views on like some of the reading games that I've done. Not a whole lot on the white knuckle game or white knuckle playthroughs, understandably, because I'm literally just yapping about like nonsense in those videos. But yeah, so I figure I might do like I might as well do like another reading of like a thing. So I was looking through some of my downloads, and the first one that just popped up for me was this one, um, Animal Farm. So yeah, I'm gonna celebrate my one subscriber special by reading this visual novel called Animal Farm. And for those who don't know, it's a pretty supposedly a pretty bleak story about like animal cruelty or something like that. I never read it in school. I did not read it in school. But I heard it like it probably gave some students like a bit of trauma or like existential crisis or something. So I don't think this is like an exact retelling. I'm pretty sure this is just, I don't even know what to expect, because I honestly do not know like what the story's about. I'm just guessing it's about like animal cruelty in farm settings, or factory farming maybe. So yeah, yeah, thank you again, one subscriber. I hope you and whoever enjoys this this celebratory moment with a reading of Animal Farm 1.0. Is there music? Oh, there is. I'm not gonna really listen to the. I'm not even gonna use my headphones. It's fine. Okay, Mr. Jones of Manor Farm had locked the hen houses for the night, but was too drunk to remember to shut the pop holes. The moon cast pale light through the windows of the big barn, where the animals were gathering in secret. Ode Major. Comrades, gather close. I am Ode, and my time is short. Tonight, I will tell you of a dream that has been with me for years. But first, tell me, what kind of animal are you? Oh, do we get oh wow, we actually get choices. Okay, it's either a dog, fiercely loyal, a sheep who follows the crowd, a pig, clever and able to read, A workhorse, strong and loyal like boxer. Okay, I'm gonna think about these for a second. I'm not sure if I would characterize myself as dog-like or cat-like. I honestly feel like the cat-dog dichotomy or binary thing is such an annoying thing to me personally. Like there's so many other. Anyway, I'm not even gonna get into it. A sheep who follows the crowd. Maybe. A pig, clever and able to read. I mean, I am able to read this, I guess. Also, I have been thinking about pigs recently. And a workhorse, strong and loyal like boxer. I have been thinking about pigs and horses lately, for whatever reason. I'm just gonna say a sheep because I don't really know what to expect. So I'm just gonna like go with the flow and see what happens. You are a sheep. You bleed along with your brothers and sisters. You have never had an original thought in your life. What is the nature of this life of ours? Let us face it, our lives are miserable, laborious, and short. No animal in England knows the meaning of happiness or leisure after he is a year old. This is Snowball. And the milk, the apples, everything we produce is stolen by humans. Napoleon. Quiet, Snowball. Let him finish. That, comrades, is my message. Man is the only real enemy. Remove man from the scene, and the root cause of hunger and overwork is abolished forever. How does Old Major's speech make you feel? Inspired? Skeptical? Cautious? Cautious. I'm just going to take the boring answers for the most part. The words are beautiful, but you have seen what happens to those who defy the humans. And so, comrades, I give you a name, a song that will rally all animals. It is called Beasts of England. Beasts of England. Beasts of Ireland. Beasts of every land and climb. Climb? Hearken to my joyful tidings of the golden future time. Do you sing the song? So I would just mumble. Well, just mumble rap. Yeah. Okay. Let's sing with all our heart. Your voice joins the chorus. For one night, all animals are equals. Tears stream down your face as you sing of freedom. The barn filled with sound. Even the rats sang from their holes in the straw. As you leave the barn, you wonder, what do you think about next? The windmill? Did they mention a windmill? Napoleon's quiet strength? Whether any of this will matter? I guess. No, I think this matters a little bit. I guess the windmill? Progress, that's what the farm needs. You believe, though doubt still lingers, you will follow, but not lead. Oh, thank goodness. I do not think I'm like a leader type for the most part. 3 nights later, Old Major died peacefully in his sleep. Oh, but the animals did not forget his words. The rebellion was coming. For months, the animals waited. Old Major's words echoed in their minds. Remove man and the root cause of hunger is abolished forever. And then, one late summer, it happened. Mr. Jones had taken to drinking heavily after losing money in a lawsuit. One night, he stumbled home drunk and forgot to feed the animals. By dawn, the animals could take no more. I don't know if my, legs are strong. If I maybe went with the horsey option, maybe I could have broken down the door. I'm just gonna wait for someone to lead. You hesitate, looking to the pigs for direction. The animals poured out of the barn and broke into the store shed. Within moments, they were eating their fill. This is it, comrades. The rebellion has begun. Not yet. Jones will come. Be ready. Why does this almost feel like the memes that are like, who would win in a fight? One baby or 50 gorillas? or like one infant and 100 cheetahs. I don't know why I'm getting that from this. Anyway, and come he did. Jones and his men arrived with whips. Oh, a terrible battle followed. Snowball led the charge, dodging a gunshot and knocking the weapon from a man's hand. Boxer, the mighty cart horse, lashed out with his iron-shod hooves. Death to humanity, I will work harder. The men screamed and ran. Within minutes they were chased off the farm entirely. For the first time in memory, the humans were gone. I guess this is sort of like a summary of the book, maybe? Comrades, the land is ours, now. How do you feel? I guess relieved but worried. But also curious who will lead. The pigs are clever. They will run things now. Snowball climbed onto a barrel and unrolled a paper. We must write the rules of Animal Farm, the 7 commandments. He read them out loud. 1. Whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy. I have a meme image saved of this like a chair, but like a folding chair, but it's like folded up, and it's just standing on its 2 legs, so to speak. And then the caption is like, is this like a bipedal creature or something like that? And it is something to think about. Okay, 1. Whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy. 2. Whatever goes upon 4 legs or has wings is a friend. I didn't know that. 3. No animals shall wear clothes. 4. No animal shall sleep in a bed. 5. No animal shall drink alcohol. 6. No animal shall kill any other animal. 7. All animals are equal. What do you think of the commandments? I'm getting like flashbacks of that one My Little Pony episode, Generation 4, involving Starlight Glimmer and their like little cute community. Honestly, it painted that episode in sort of or that arc in a bleak light, but I mean, there are aspects of it that do seem a little bit agreeable to maybe some audiences. Okay, what do you think of the commandments? Wait, what about the milk and apples? What is that? Like milk as in like the cow? Like are we inflicting harm on the cows? Or are we taking from the cows? 2. They seem impossible to follow, or they are perfect. Honestly, I'm just gonna go with the idealistic option here. They are perfect. I honestly, I don't even think these choices matter that much. I think, but maybe not. Snowball's wisdom gives you hope. That evening, the pigs announced that all milk and windfall apples should be reserved for them. Oh no. Or maybe? Squealer. Comrades, the pigs need the milk and apples to think clearly. Without us, Jones would return. Squealer reminds me of this character from this, like, show called From the New World. Like a cartoon / anime. That was pretty interesting. Do you accept this? The pigs are right, they let us. This feels wrong. The commandments say all animals are equal. Let's see what happens with this. You nod, trusting their wisdom, and so the rebellion was won, but already the seeds of something darker had been planted. You believe in Animal Farm, though doubt sometimes creeps in. Snowball inspires you. His vision of the windmill fills your dreams, and soon the battle over the windmill would begin. It's like chapter 2. Weeks pass. The animals worked harder than ever before. The pigs took charge of all decisions. No other animal questioned them. Comrades, by order of Comrade Napoleon, Sunday meetings will continue, but all major decisions will be made by the pigs. How do you feel about the pigs making all decisions? They are the smartest. It makes sense. You trust the pigs. They saved the farms from Jones. One Sunday morning, Snowball climbed onto the barrel. Comrades, I have a vision for our future. A windmill. The animals murmured in confusion. The windmill will generate electricity. It will warm our barns in winter. It will power lights so we can work after dark. Oh, the midnight shift. That's kind of what I'm doing now. Snowball had drawn up complicated plans. The windmill would require stone, cement, and months of labor. Nonsense. The windmill is a fantasy. Who do you agree with? Snowball, the windmill will change everything. Napoleon's right. Focus on food first. I need more time to decide. Let's go with Snowball. You believe in progress. The windmill represents the future. The debate raged for days. Snowball spoke of electric lights and warm barns. Napoleon spoke of empty bellies and broken promises. The windmill will make our work easier. 3-day work weeks, if only. The windmill is a trap. We must focus on grain production. Then one Sunday, it ended. Napoleon rose slowly, his eyes cold. I have changed my mind, comrades. The windmill shall be built. What? You opposed it for months. I have a change of heart. Snowball climbed the barrel to argue, and then... Oh! 9 enormous dogs burst into the barn? Their teeth were bared, their eyes were fixed on Snowball. Napoleon, what is the meaning of this? The meaning, traitor, is that your time on Animal Farm is over. The dogs lunged. Snowball ran for his life. Oh my goodness. He was never seen on Animal Farm again. Napoleon turned to the trembling animals. Snowball was a traitor. He was secretly working... What? No way. Actually? He was secretly working for Jones all along. Comrade Napoleon has saved us. The windmill will be built under Napoleon's leadership. Do you believe that Snowball was a traitor? I believe that no. I'm not sure if I got that impression. I think Snowball was chased off by force. You saw what happened. Snowball was not a traitor. He was silenced. And that night, Squealer explained the new order. Comrades, by Comrade Napoleon's order, Sunday meetings are cancelled. All decisions will be made by Napoleon alone. Anyone who questions Napoleon is a traitor, like Snowball. The animals said nothing. The dogs watched. Well, things kind of escalated. The windmill was built over the next year. Boxer worked harder than anyone. I will work harder. Napoleon is always right. But something had changed on Animal Farm. The hope was gone. In its place, fear. You remember Snowball. His vision haunts you. Your hope is fading. The rebellion was supposed to be different. But the walls were already closing in. Months passed. The windmill rose slowly from the fields. Napoleon ruled without question. The dogs followed him everywhere. Comrades! Comrade Napoleon has announced that the windmill will be completed this winter. Double the work rations. But the I was going to say the rations. But the rations were not doubled. They were cut. How do you feel about Napoleon's rule? He is harsh, but the farm is safe. You tell yourself that order is better than chaos. That winter, Napoleon announced that Animal Farm would sell timber to Frederick, a neighboring farmer. Frederick paid with forged banknotes. Oh. Frederick has cheated us. He will pay. But Frederick struck first. Wait, so Frederick both paid with counterfeit bills and also, like, launched an attack? That's crazy. At dawn, Frederick and his men attacked the farm. The windmill exploded. Oh. Stone and dust filled the air. Months of work destroyed in seconds. The animals fought bravely. Boxer charged into humans again and again. Death to humanity! I will work harder. But a blast of shot rang out. Oh, Boxer stumbled and fell. Boxer was badly wounded. Blood ran down his leg. I'm hurt, but I will work harder. That night you visit Boxer in the stable. His breathing is heavy. His eyes are tired. What do you say to Boxer? Rest, old friend, you have done enough? Napoleon does not care about you. We must run. Be careful. I have heard... That is not true. Napoleon is always right. Boxer turns away from you, angry and hurt. You leave the stable with a heavy heart. Well, I tried. Days passed. Boxer grew weaker, but he refused to stop working. Then, one morning, a van appeared on the road. Comrades, the van is here to take Boxer to the hospital. He will receive the best care. Block the gate. You stand in front of the gate. Not until I see the hospital myself. This is irregular. Comrade Napoleon will not be pleased. Other animals gathered behind you. Clover stood at your side. I'm trying to go for like a sheep-horse alliance. I don't know why. I just feel like there's some sort of like synergy there. The van waited. Squealer's face turned red. This is rebellion. Napoleon will hear of this. But the van left, empty. Word spread across the farm. The animals had stood together. For one moment they had remembered what the rebellion meant. You saved me, comrade. I will never forget. What do you say to Boxer? The fight is not over. We must plan. We are comrades. That is what we do. Rest now. We will protect you. I guess I'll just go with the first option. I kind of just want to go with the rest now. We will protect you, but I almost feel like for some reason that triggers like a death flag for Boxer. Okay, I'm gonna say the fight is not over. We must plan. Boxer looks at you with new understanding. You're right, comrade. Napoleon has changed. In the days that followed, the animals whispered in secret. Boxer survived, and so did Hope. Honestly, my hope is that, like, Boxer just takes the sheep character and they just ride off into the sunset or something. Or into the forest. Years passed. Oh, okay. The windmill stood tall against... Oh, they built another one. The animals worked, the pigs ruled, and Napoleon grew fatter. Wait, the pigs ruled again? Interesting. Comrades, Comrade Napoleon had invited the neighboring farmers to dinner. This is great honor. The animals did not understand. Weren't humans the enemy? What do you think of this dinner? I have no opinion. Maybe peace with humans is necessary. This is a betrayal of everything Old Major stood for. I'll do this is a betrayal. Your heart burns with anger. The dream is dying. That night, the farmhouse window glowed with light. Inside, Napoleon sat at the head of the table with the human farmers. The pigs and humans drank together. They laughed together. And on the barn wall, the commandments had been reduced to one. All animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. The animals watched from outside. They could not enter the farmhouse. They could only remember what the farm was supposed to be. You gathered the others in secret. Let's get Boxer, a wagon, some of the pals, and just hightail out of here. Boxer stood beside you, still strong, still loyal to the dream. Old Major's words are not dead. They live in us. That night under the moon, you made a plan. Snowball's vision of the windmill had been buried, but Snowball himself was not gone. A letter arrived, hidden in the straw. I am coming back. Prepare the animals. Oh, okay. This is just like another one. Okay. This seems like a slightly recurring theme. Comrades, the true rebellion begins now. You do not speak, but you stand with them. And so the second rebellion began. It would not be easy, it would not be quick, but for the first time in years, the animals had hope. The farmhouse windows went dark, and in the barn a new song was sung. Old Major's dreams was never wrong. The animals shall rise again. The end, hopeful ending. Oh. Okay. That was something. I'm not entirely sure what to make of Animal Farm 1.0, the visual novel. I'm not sure. Actually I do feel like some of the choices mattered. And I'm not entirely sure if this was like the quote-unquote best ending or a true ending. But it was an ending, and yeah, if there was like a secret or true ending, my hope would have been for it to be like the sheep character, the YN, and Boxer, and maybe some of the other animals just sort of like snuck out at night in like a wagon tied to Boxer, and they all literally just rode off into the midnight, and somehow had things happen afterwards and everything was okay. That's like my headcanon, but I mean, this is okay as well, I guess. It is sort of a little bit of an ambiguous ending. I think one interpretation would be that it's just sort of like a recurring kind of motif, or theme or trope or whatever. Another interpretation that could be like, no, sometimes there are moments or instances where like significant change and long-standing healthy change could occur, even if they seem few and far between. Another interpretation could be like, I'm not sure. I actually I guess Okay, what could a third interpretation of the ending be? Mm, Snowball. Okay. How would I continue from that point on? Um, so Snowball, Boxer, the sheep YN, and a few other animals like storm the barn and play play like gabber disco or like funkot, which is like Indonesian house music popularized in the 90s. And they honestly they're not like cruel or like overly mean or anything. They just kind of like surround the table where everyone's at with with like makeshift farm tools or something, I guess. And then they're they're like, get in the wagon. So they all tie up all the people on the table or at the table, put them in the wagon, and then everybody, they all load up on rations, everybody. So they prepare all the wagons and load up all the rations and ride off into the desert. And then they're in the desert for like an entire week or a month, or just enough time that the ration until like the about like when the rations will last or whatever. And so while they're in the desert, they all literally like just like stare at each other and into the night sky and and work things out somehow. Because I feel like they just needed like a change in scenery. Okay, maybe not the desert. Maybe just like a lake. Yeah, maybe a lake. They I don't know if there's a desert nearby. They go to a lake. So they all go to a lake, and then they all huddle around like campfires and pass around rations to like everyone gets rations. And they all begin telling each other like their deepest insecurities and anxieties about themselves and the world and stuff. And so one by one, all the animals and I guess some of the humans share their most intimate sort of like deepest, darkest, quote unquote, sentiments about whatever. And it's a bonding moment for sure. But the thing is, like, some of the rations on the side, like either YN or Boxer or Snowball or something, mixes in like a little bit of extra stuff, like like I don't know, like ketamine or something, or like a bunch of cough syrup, or like a bunch of mushrooms. Yeah, a bunch of psychedelic mushrooms. So everybody, not everybody, a lot of people in that setting are just like experiencing maybe some psychotic episodes, but is overall a very like healing thing. It is almost like a shamanic journey for all the creatures there. And so they're all literally just tripping on psychedelic shrooms. But it is supposedly, hopefully they develop like a sense of empathy and connection with one another. And by the end of that trip, they all travel back to the farm hand in hand, or hoof in hoof, paw in paw, tail by tail, and build like another windmill or something, and try to harness as much natural energy as possible to sustain the the life there. And yeah, that would be like my continuation of where it left off there. And yeah, thank you again for one subscriber. Let me know if, please comment. Feel free to comment. Anybody, I guess, if this story and reading resonated with you in various ways, I would be curious to hear. Thank you.